The Lincoln Lawyer is back on Netflix for its second season, so let's see if part 1 is worth your time. Hey everybody, my name is Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services like Netflix. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up-and-coming content. Mickey Haller runs his law practice out of the backseat of his Lincoln as he takes on cases big and small across the expansive city of Los Angeles. I was more invested in the second season than I was in the first season. I think the second season has that advantage of already establishing the character of Mickey Haller and his practice and his style to taking on these big and small cases. So going into the second season, I didn't have to spend any time getting to know this character and how popular he is and his past with his ex-wives. I already knew all of that, so I was really able to just focus on the cases that he takes on in the second season. And I was so invested in some of these early cases that he has, and this is split up into 2 parts, which Netflix has been doing a lot recently. This first part only focuses on 5 episodes, and then the later half will be episodes 6 through 10. So these first 5 episodes, he balances several different cases. We see that his popularity has grown from the first season, and that's kind of getting to his head. It's kind of building his ego. He takes on this case involving a woman that he is seeing, and she is accused of murder to somebody who is tearing down these buildings to build high rises, and so she's accused of murder and he has to take on this case, and there's that conflict as well. But there's also several smaller cases that with these first 5 episodes, you can tell that with just these first 5 episodes they don't have the biggest impact, but you can tell later on that they will. And so the way that they are slowly introduced in these first 5 episodes, you can tell later down the road, 6 through 10, they will have that big impact. The way that Netflix splits these into 2 different parts, you think, oh, well, that first part, it wasn't really developed. But then the second half is when it's all kind of comes into play. And several smaller parts to these first 5 episodes, you feel like they don't have the biggest impact, but later on they will. And you feel like, and I do think that they will be more tense later on as we reveal more of the case and some big reveals later on. How Mickey Haller handles some of these cases, you feel like he is great at his job. He is determined. I love the way that he is written in here. Seeing his style come out within the second season and how he's able to juggle everything really adds to a lot of the character, and we have a little more depth given to him as he is struggling with conflict. This person that he was sleeping with, and now he's her lawyer, and looking at some of his past relationships with Neve Campbell as well. There's more depth given to this character to where you feel more connected to him and watching him take on these cases, big and small. And then I was invested in those cases, seeing some of the reveals, people that are witnesses, and people are lying, and all these little moments that add to the case. I was interested within these first 5 episodes, and the way that they ended the 5th episode makes me very curious for episodes 6 through 10. And they do a nice job of just building the tension to some of the smaller moments to where you are still interested in those leading into episodes 6 through 10. But then they also have some stronger moments that you feel like are going to be a huge impact later down the road. Now, there are some moments involving Cisco, who works with Mickey Haller, that I think had some poor development, and I don't think they will have that huge impact later down the road. They tried to have a storyline for Cisco to add some depth to him, but I don't think it really worked that much. I think they really could have got rid of all of that. It might be important later down the road, but I don't really get that vibe because it had some sort of conclusion. But it could be brought back to the series, episodes 6 through 10. But these first 5 episodes, I was really hooked. The cases started really early on. There was a lot of tension to some of the earlier cases that he took on, and Even though they kind of fizzled out, you can tell that they will come back very strong later down the road. So, you know, at times it did start off a little bit slow, but there was a lot of tension to these cases that he did take on. And I really like Mickey Haller as a character, his determination, how smart he is to help his defendant. You really can tell that he is popular and gained a lot of attention, good and bad as well. But I like the more depth given to Mickey Haller this time around. Some of the conflict he has with the cases that he takes on really puts him in this awkward situation, but he does his best to win and help his defendant. So I like how his character is written throughout and the more depth given to him. And the performances from everybody, Neve Campbell as well, is really good as they're struggling to have kind of relationships with Mickey Haller. His job is really taken over his life and ruining certain relationships throughout the season. So I was more invested in the second season, just these first 5 episodes, the cases that he takes on, the character of Mickey Haller. We already established who he is. We don't need to know a lot about him because we already got that in the first season. So we're able to go into the second season just focusing on these cases and the popularity that he has gained from season 1. Season 2 starts off very strong, and I'm looking forward to episodes 6 through 10. So before I give you my score for Lincoln Lawyer Season 2 Part 1, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie-related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm going to go ahead and give Lincoln Lawyer Season 2 Part 1 a B. Thank you guys for checking out my review for Lincoln Lawyer Season 2 Part 1 on Netflix. If you guys seen it by chance, what did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.